The day is breaking softly and the night is glowing true. I feel a million.
We're at Trout City Brewery in Preston, Minnesota. Gunnar, I mean, what a great place to be and spend our evening.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, just the community that came out to show support for these guys. It's very clear at this point that, you know, the people of Preston, they care about each other. And I don't know, whoever comes in here is going to be coming into a gym. That's for sure.
So we want to introduce you to Andy and Anita, and they are the founders of Trout City Brewing. And let's start this story from the very beginning of what was this from day one?
Well, from day one, we were renovating houses in Preston, and we love our town, so we decided as second careers we would try to fix up some of the houses that were gems that just needed a little help. And the two buildings here, the white building and this building, came up for sale, and so we said, let's buy them, let's renovate them, let's make sure they don't fall down, let's make sure our community looks nice. And as we were kind of getting into it, we started saying, well, what could Preston use? And our son's a brewer, and he brews our beer for us, and we asked him if he would be interested in brewing if we went through the effort of putting a brew pub together. So it's kind of the story of how we're here today.
Mm-hmm. And Anita, when we look at the inside, there's so much going on, and it's so cool feeling. Like, how did you come up with the design and the atmosphere and just what it is today?
Well, I wanted to be comfortable at work, so I took all of my artwork and spread it all over. But the other thing is, I wanted to make sure that people feel like when they come into our place, they feel like they're almost like they're coming into somebody's home.
So breathe, darling, you can make my love your home. Make my love your home.
You know, it just has a warm, welcoming feeling. I like to do that in my home, and to do that in a business just really made sense to me.
Well, you accomplished it. You did it well, because it feels like home. It does.
Yeah.
One thing that I was told is in the beer hall, there's some story behind even the design of the beer hall, and like all the details. Like you do really think about them. So, for example, in the beer hall, what's a detail there that?
There are many. So the ceiling, I don't know if you noticed the lattice ceiling, that was all, we got that at an auction from Michael's Restaurant in Rochester. When they went out of business, we went to their auction because we like to find good deals, and I love to find good deals and repurpose things. So, and a lot of the wood on the walls too came from Michael's Restaurant. And Andy's heritage is Czech, I'm Finnish, and so I stenciled some sayings on the ceiling, or on the little angle on the ceiling, in Czech and Finnish.
And what is one of your guys' first memories of Trout City Brewing? How'd you find it?
Well, we have a business right down the street, and it's really hard to drive by this place on Thursday afternoon, because that's their opening day. So we always stop here after we close on Thursdays, always. And it started when they opened, and it will continue.
And it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, sometimes Sunday. It's just a place to come to and unwind. You know, it's like Preston's own little Cheers.
Right. I think I heard you say that maybe the name should have been Cheers if you would have had it.
See, no one asked me.
Right.
I'm telling you, yeah, no.
It's just so comfortable here.
It is. Andy and Anita make everybody just feel right at home. You know, as you can tell, everybody really does know everybody.
Yeah, we do.
Sometimes I feel alone, you know it's me and my...
So we
were just talking to Dave and Nancy, who are also small business owners in the area. Talk a little bit about just the Preston business community and what keeps you around and what you like about it.
Sure, you
So
can.
the Preston business community is very, very tight. I mean, everyone is very helpful with each other, and it goes right down to, kind of a family effort with the town.
So he's the day-to-day face of our business, and then I'm actually on the Chamber of Commerce, so I've kind of been the backside of the businesses. And it's been our mission to really make sure that after 2020 we were able to keep our businesses afloat, and then 2021 has been all about recovery. So we are very excited about what Preston has to offer in the future. We had some really big news recently that we have some pretty cool things that are going to happen in our town in the near future. So it's really exciting. Now would be a great time to be in Preston, if ever.
We're here with Andrew and Jenna at Trout City Brewery. What is one of your first memories of Trout City Brewery?
Well, as I grew up here in Preston, so when we heard it was opening, it was super exciting because Preston's never had anything like this before. So we came down, I think probably one of the first weekends it was open, and sat in the corner and we're just like, wow, like we can't believe we're in Preston. I feel like we've left and gone to the city somewhere because we've just never had anything like this around here, and it's so exciting.
If you think about what this building was before,
Yeah.
can you explain that a little
So
bit?
I'll be honest with you, growing up in this town, I walked right past this building 100 times and never noticed it because there was never really much of anything here. Then they redid it, and the beautiful windows and the awesome bathroom was like, how did I not know this building existed before?
Yeah, when you say bikers, I haven't seen it, but it's the pedal bikers.
Pedal
bicyclers,
yes.
Piles of them.
Full herd.
Yeah, like you just have bikes the entire street. They're not cars. It's the entire street of bikes just parked out front.
Wow. And our question for you guys is, if there's one thing that can't go from the menu, what is it? What has to stay on the menu at Trout City Brewing?
Well, in my mind, the CUNY has to stay on the menu for the beer because it was named after me.
Yep.
For me, it's the redhead.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good. It's really good. Yes.
Proponents today.
And I'd say the blonde. I like the blonde.
The bathroom is something incredible too. That big vault door is pretty impressive.
It's just so unique. I think that's a big piece of it too, is that it's not just a brick and mortar. It's got a lot of history and a lot of story to tell.
How's the bathroom, buddy?
It was one of a kind. It was.
After today, and just, obviously having all the love that was shown and the support, we were kind of talking a little bit. The word bittersweet came up. Just talk about that a little bit, and, at this point, do you almost have regrets wanting to sell the place? I mean, I know not actually, but...
It is a fair question, because whenever we get inquiries, people go, what's the price and why are they selling?
Yeah. Yeah.
We wish whoever purchases this all the luck, and we want to see them succeed. We want our town to grow. We want our town to be recognized. We love Preston. Kind of one of the reasons we got into it is we want to make sure this town really thrives. So.
Yeah, we're not going anywhere. We're not moving. We love Preston. We're not going anywhere. It's home.
That is good to know. I mean, for somebody coming in, because it's good to have that support. I mean, even if it's just coming in from time to time. I know you were saying working shifts, but even if it's just being around,
yep.
Being able to ask the questions or have that relationship could also be really valuable for somebody.
Well, and I think that's what's so unique about this opportunity is I feel as though, and I know that the foundation is laid.
Yep.
From the renovation to a customer base to what I believe is a strong name to a brand, and the foundation is there. Now it's just a matter of someone really coming in and tapping into that foundation and figuring out how they can
take it to that next level, because it's there. It's just ready to go.
I'd love nothing more than 2 or 3 years down the road say, geez, why didn't we keep it? That, to me that'd be the perfect, perfect kind of position to be in as,
Well, and then it's still success, like you're saying. For the city of Preston, right? That's what you would want.
That's what we want. That's what we want.
One thing we haven't talked about is upstairs. You lived here. What was that like, living above your business And how did it, just experience, you can say the negatives and the positives.
I thought it was great. I almost felt like, this is not New York City, I get that, but I almost felt like we were in a New York City loft. You look out at the snow and the city lights, and it was just beautiful. We loved it.
Please, please, darling, if you can be right, be wrong. Make my love your home. So breathe, breathe, darling, you can make my love your home.
So we're all here, willing to give you a tour, willing to give your friend a tour, anybody a tour, and try some beer with them. So cheers to the next person that takes over the chapter at Trout City Brewing. We look
Cheers.
forward to meeting you.
He was right about the bathroom.